Hey fam, this one is about to get real messy. We've got friendship drama, secret relationships, and some serious betrayal vibes going on between actress Karrueche Tran and NFL legend Deion Sanders. This whole situation is giving soap opera energy, and I promise you, every new detail is wilder than the last. So let's jump straight into this tea. Okay, so picture this. About a week ago, the internet lost its mind when a video started going around. In this vlog, Deion Sanders is filming his journey as he's about to have a major surgery. We're talking life-changing stuff. If you didn't know, Deion's been battling cancer and had to get his bladder completely removed. Yeah, it's super intense. But here's the kicker. Everyone expected to see Deion, maybe his family, his kids, right? But who pops up in that hospital room? None other than Karrueche Tran. And she's not just there. Sis is crying, holding his hand, walking him into surgery like she's his rock.
We are dealing with bladder cancer. And he is having his bladder removed, and they will create a new bladder with one of his intestines.
Now, pause right there. Because if you're like me, your first thought was, wait a minute, when did these two even become a thing? I mean, the last we heard about Karrueche, she was living her best single life after everything with Chris Brown and Victor Cruz. And Deion? He's been linked to his longtime fiancée, producer Tracey Edmonds, for years. So seeing Karrueche in this very intimate, emotional moment with him, it had the whole internet confused. But here's where the drama really kicks in. Recently, on the Accidentally Informed podcast, Claudia Jordan, y'all know her. She's friends with everybody in Hollywood and never scared to spill tea, dropped a bombshell. She revealed that Karrueche and Tracey Edmonds, they weren't just random acquaintances. They were actually friends. Legit friends. They worked together, hung out, the whole nine. And now, Karrueche is out here dating Tracey's ex-husband, Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders has been dropping videos about his cancer battle, and from the looks of it, he's flying solo.
That is not true. Claudia?
What should I say? What do you think?
Nothing.
Somebody better say something.
Listen, I'm good friends with Tracey Edmonds. And I do remember Tracey hearing rumors about Karrueche possibly dating Deion. So she saw her at an event. I think it was Niecy Nash's event. And she, calmly, just in conversation with her, she asked her if she was dating Deion. And she said no. She laughed it off and said no. So, it was kind of like to hear it and to see this now. But look at them too. They look very cozy. They were friends. That's Tracey and Karrueche. Just so we are clear, this is not me hating on Karrueche because I'm friends with Tracey before people misconstrue it. I'm saying moving forward with women, I think we would be better off if we sometimes have the uncomfortable conversation with someone that has placed us in positions, given us opportunity. We've hung out, we've had lunch, we've had drinks. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, just so you know, I'm on some sneaky shit. It wasn't while y'all were together. And I just want to give you a heads up.
Don't kill the messenger. Everyone seen Karrueche by your side during your hospital visit. Everyone wants to know what that friendship is about.
We got a bad connection. I got a bad. I can't.
You gotta go.
I came back.
All right, let me back it up for y'all so the timeline makes sense. Deion and Tracey were together for 15 years. That's a long time, right? They were basically Hollywood's NFL power couple. They even got engaged in 2019, and everybody thought wedding bells were coming soon. But fast forward to December 2023, and boom, they announced their breakup. At first, they tried to make it seem all friendly and mutual. You know the vibe. We still love each other, we're just moving in different directions, blah blah blah. But then, not even a week later, Tracey posted something that totally changed the narrative. She basically said she was ready to move toward a future where she was valued, treated with honesty, and finally able to find the happiness she deserved. And fam, we all know what that means in celebrity breakup language. That's basically code for, he was out here wilding, and I'm done putting up with it. So already, the breakup wasn't as clean as they made it look at first. Now here's where Karrueche comes back into the picture. Because after Tracey and Deion split, rumors started swirling around early 2025 that Deion and Karrueche were quietly seeing each other. People spotted them holding hands in LA back in February, but honestly, nobody really made a big deal about it at the time. We were all like, maybe they're just friends. Maybe it's nothing. But then, that hospital vlog dropped, and suddenly it wasn't maybe anymore. It was, oh, they're definitely together. The way Karrueche was looking at him, that wasn't casual. That was, I'm your girl and I'm scared for you energy. Period. So when Claudia Jordan went on the podcast and revealed that Tracey and Karrueche used to be close, fans were shook. Like, think about it. If Tracey helped Karrueche get roles, including allegedly hooking her up with that BET series Games People Play back in 2019, which Tracey was executive producing, by the way, then Tracey finding out about this relationship had to feel like a double slap in the face. Not only did she lose her man of 15 years, but now one of her friends is out here holding his hand during surgery? Oof. And apparently, Tracey didn't even hear about it from Karrueche herself. According to Claudia, Tracey had already suspected something was up and asked Karrueche straight up about it. And Karrueche didn't admit the truth. She basically played it off, which made the eventual reveal even messier. Because now it's not just, you're dating my ex, it's, you lied about it when I gave you a chance to be honest. That's betrayal on top of betrayal. But wait, it gets messier. Let's really think about how Karrueche and Deion even connected. If Tracey and Karrueche were friends while Tracey was still with Deion, that means Karrueche probably met Deion through Tracey. Like, imagine inviting your friend over for game night with you and your man, and a year later, she's dating him. Whether or not they started dating after the breakup, the optics alone are wild. And fans are definitely picking sides on social media. A lot of people are clowning Karrueche, calling her messy for going after her friend's ex, while others are like, look, Tracey and Deion were broken up. She's free to do what she wants. Still, you can't ignore the fact that Tracey Edmonds is a big name in Hollywood. She's a producer with serious connections, and Karrueche is still building her acting career. If this turns into bad blood, it could make things awkward for Karrueche professionally. I mean, imagine walking onto a set and half the crew are Tracey's friends. That's a tough spot to be in. Now, let's not forget, Deion Sanders is no stranger to public drama. He's one of the biggest names in football history, and his personal life has been in the headlines plenty of times. But this situation feels different because of the friendship element. It's one thing to move on with someone new, it's another to move on with someone from your ex's circle. That's why this whole thing has fans so divided. Some are shipping Karrueche and Deion, saying they seem genuinely happy. Others are side-eyeing the whole relationship like, sis, you couldn't find anybody else? And honestly, I'm low-key curious how this is gonna play out long-term, because right now, we're still in the early stages of them going public. They haven't really addressed the relationship head-on, not in a way that clears the air. Deion's been asked about it, but he's been dodging, giving vague answers. Karrueche hasn't said much either. But if this thing gets more serious, like moving in together or marriage talk, you already know Tracey's side of the story is gonna come out in full. Here's another thing that makes this even juicier. Tracey and Deion's breakup wasn't that long ago. We're talking barely a year before Deion and Karrueche started popping up together. So even if nothing romantic happened while Tracey and Deion were together, the timeline is still tight. And y'all know how the internet works. People love to do math. They'll go back through old photos, interviews, timelines, and suddenly everyone's a detective connecting dots nobody even saw before. So is Karrueche wrong for dating Deion? Is Tracey overreacting? Or is this just one of those Hollywood situations where everyone knows everyone and lines get blurred? Honestly, I want to know what y'all think, because the opinions on this one are already a war zone. Me personally, I think there's more to this story than we're seeing. We only know what's leaked to the public, and Claudia's comments definitely stirred the pot. But if Tracey decides to speak out, or if Karrueche finally addresses the rumors head-on, this whole thing could flip on its head. Alright fam, I gotta hear from you on this. Are you team love is love, or team girl code violation? Do you think Karrueche owes Tracey an apology, or is Tracey just salty that her ex moved on? Drop your thoughts below, cause I already know the opinions on this are about to be spicy.